Welcome back to another video. My name is Brian from Ridgeback Productions, and I help beginning voiceover talents grow their business and generate income. Hopefully lots of income. Fingers crossed, lots and lots of income. Full disclosure, I'm breaking the rules. If I had something to break, I'd break it. But I'm breaking the rules here. Usually what I do is I pull up a Fiverr gig review, and I get a lot of these, and that's good. It's good. I love that people are reaching out because they want help. I'm here to help. And anyways. Okay. So usually what I do is for these reviews, I just start recording and then I do the review. But with this one, for a voice talent named Richard, I started and I got about 3 minutes into it, and then I decided this would actually be a pretty good YouTube video because it has some unique qualities that not a lot of the other reviews I've done lately, at least the past couple ones, have had. I mean, every talent's really good that comes to me, and everyone's got a ton of talent, and they're with just a little bit tweaking, they're going to go really far. But this one's unique. I'm digging it. Richard wants a gig review. We're going to give it to him right after this. Let's go. Okay, so we're looking at Richard's Fiverr gig. And so the way we do it, if you're not familiar with this, is typically it's blind. Typically I go into this as a buyer. I've never seen it before. I give a fresh take on what I'm seeing and I give my opinion. Full disclosure, like I already said, I've already seen this a little bit, but it's worth it because I could still give that fresh take. I could still give my first impressions, but I know a little bit about it, so I don't want to lie. I do know a little bit about this. So anyways, we're going to jump right into it. Jump right into it. Okay, so the title that he goes with is, I will provide a casual American male voiceover. And these titles, I'm looking for three things. I'm looking for, are you identifying where you're at, where you're from, what gender you are, and what business you're in. So for this, you can see he's got American male voiceover. Boom. Casual. I wouldn't use that, Richard, only because what if I'm a buyer and I don't want a casual American voiceover? But you might be perfect for what I'm looking for, but I'm going to skip you because I'm not looking for casual. So what I would do is change out casual to professional. I will provide a professional American male voiceover. Boom. Dunsky right there. Let's have a look at your logo. I like it. I wish you were a little bit more in frame. Now I know this gets a little picky. And if you go back to my previous video, I did one on Kevin. Yeah, I did one on Kevin. Kevin's very talented, but I wasn't a big fan of his logo and little icon either. Not that I don't like yours, Richard. I do like it, but you're just off. You're away from it. And I know what that device is that you're talking into. It's a cube that goes over the microphone and it isolates your voice a little bit. And nice. Okay. But I don't know that a lot of buyers would. And so to this, it looks like you're smiling or looking at a cube. It's just weird. Not that it's weird, distracting. It's just, I mean, I'm looking at your gig thumbnail, and what a great picture that is. Just use that picture. There's no reason to not use that picture. I mean, it's okay. You can use it for everything if you want. If you look at my YouTube thumbnails, I use the same picture for all mine. My buddy Lenny B, which I could tell that Richard came from Lenny B. Lenny B is very talented audio engineer. You should reach out to him if you have any questions on your sound. Lenny uses the same picture too. So anyways, okay. Okay, I like your title. I do. I like all this. Your summary, 1 day, perfect, 3 revisions, okay, $5, 300 words. This is all so good. Like, these are all the things that I want you to do. So far, Not much that I'm suggesting other than I would change out casual to professional. But I like this. That's good. $5 for 300 words is good. Okay, so here is your demo. Yep, I can start from the beginning because I already did listen to it a little bit. And this is, like I said, I got a little bit into it and I was like, ooh, I need to make a YouTube video about this. So, okay, so love the gig thumbnail. This thumbnail is good. This works in what you would call the rule of thirds. Richard, your face, body takes up a third. The text takes up a third. You have a nice microphone in the background. It just pops. This is a very good thumbnail. Bravo if you did it or if you hired someone, excellent, good on you. Okay, so what I would say is when I start with this demo, I want to hear a reel, and a reel is every 8 to 10 seconds you're switching and you're going into something different. I prefer for it to not be an intro, to each their own. Let's see what Richard does.
Gone are the days of using disposable mopping pads. Dream Steam machine washable mopping pads are an environmentally friendly mopping pad that can be used on all types of flooring.
Okay, great voice. We're now 9 seconds in. I want you to switch to something else. Give me more than just that.
Its one-size-fits-all functionality makes it easy to adjust to fit any popular floor mop on the market today.
Okay, so it's the same commercial. Now we're 16 seconds in. If I'm a buyer, if I don't like this, which I do, I like your voice, but if I don't like it, I'm gone. I've already moved on to somebody else because it's easier to just click on other talents to hear options. That's why we want to give it quick. We want to give them in 7 to 10 seconds so the buyer doesn't leave us. They're going to hear options, but they're hearing our options, not clicking away from us and going to a different voice talent to hear the options. Let's give them the options instead of having them click on other ones. Okay, so 16 seconds and you need to switch soon.
Visit dreamsteam.ca to find a retailer near you. Feeling run down? Fizz Up is a new fruit juice.
Okay, you moved into a new one after 20 seconds. Good on you for switching. I applaud you on this. So this is a demo reel. Shorten it. Make them shorter. And I got to be honest, they sound the same. So you're giving options on two different spots that you've done, but they both sound the same.
In all your favorite flavors. No preservatives and sugar-free. All the vitamins and minerals your body needs. It'll sharpen your skills and strengthen your bones. Fizz Up. Grab some now. Headaches. We all get them.
Oh, dude, they all sound the same. And I don't mean that in a bad way.
We all wish they would go away. Excedrin. No more tension. My headache completely gone.
All right, so just to explain it a little bit more clearly, and I don't mean this in a mean way. Every video I apologize, and I need to stop apologizing. I had a friend tell me that because here's the reality. In no possible way am I trying to be rude, mean, or insulting. If you're coming to me for a gig review and my constructive feedback is bothering you or insulting you, or I do apologize for that, which is why I'm saying sorry. However, you got to have some thick skin here because in our business, we're in a business of rejection. You're getting rejected all the time in your auditions. I mean, the booking rate is low. It's low. I've been doing this for a long time, and I still only book, I don't even know. I think I book 20%, so 1 out of every 5, and that's high. That's super high. And I'm not even like saying that to float my boat, but I guess what I'm getting at is like it's rejection, and you don't even hear anyways, whatever. I'm not going to go on a tangent about this, but I feel like some talents need to have a little bit of thicker skin. So anyways, I know you're fine, Richard. You're all good. But okay, so here, getting back, that was a tangent. bird walked a bit. Here's where we're at. So, Richard, I like it. You have a reel. I want you to shorten it to 7 to 10 seconds, and I want you to give better options. That tone sounded good. That was almost like a conversational, and like your title says, casual, but you got to give more options. You can still be casual. If this gig is only for casual, then there's different ways of being casual by changing your inflections, end on a positive or end on a negative. You can change your inflections, you could change your pacing, but it sounds the same. If you didn't mention the products or categories of what you were doing spots for, I probably would have thought this was all the same spot. It just sounds the same. So that's okay. It just gives you something to work on, right? Okay. Okay. So on Fiverr, it lets you, well, before we get into that, this needs to be a video. Fiverr says that, and I need to know this, I need to look up this percentage, 60 something, 70 something percent more likely to get hired if you have a video. So you got to turn this into a video, Richard. If you need some help, I can give you some help on that, or you can figure it out yourself. But essentially, your video needs to be, well, ideally, it should be a spot, whether it's a fake spot that you made or a real spot of work you've done. But give the buyer examples of what you sound like on work, real work or fake work, it doesn't matter. But let the buyer see it so they can imagine it and see it, what your voice sounds like on work. Okay. So you gotta do that. Fiverr also lets you upload additional demos, and you haven't done that. You need to put some extra demos. So those cannot be a video, and they don't even have to be a reel. So you can do like one demo of an audiobook, one demo of an e-learning, one demo of a promo, one demo of a commercial, whatever you want to do. But you have some spots that you can fill up to give the buyer more options of what you can do, and you're not taking advantage of that. So get those uploaded. It should be this top one, which should be a video, and whatever is in this first one is your thumbnail. So keep this. You can use this thumbnail for all your other ones. It doesn't matter, but the first one is a video. It's a demo reel, and the other ones are options of different things you can do. Get those uploaded. All right. About this gig is only about the gig. It's not about you, the seller. Okay. Having a young male voice suitable will be crucial and a deciding factor for grabbing listeners' ear. Okay. So come out with a strong statement. I will record script reads in high quality and send you each recording for review to make sure it is the desired finished product. Ooh, I see what you're doing, but that is a slippery slope. You potentially can run into buyers that are going to deny it and just use it. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Email me and I'll explain this better to you, but essentially, samples shouldn't be the full amount. If you're going to provide a sample to get approval, then don't record the entire thing. Just give them a sample, a short bit, something they can't use for their product, but enough that they can get a feel for it and give you directions. They can say, Richard, I love it. Give me a little more energy and this will be perfect. So it's cool. You want to get feedback. And I give samples all the time for free, but just be careful about how much you give because you don't want to give them the whole thing. I can easily get you a finished product within two days of the confirmation of the work. Well, you say 1 day delivery. So is it 1 day delivery or a 2 day delivery? It needs to be 1 day delivery. I like that you say 1 day delivery. Maybe change that to 1 day. This is just odd. Change that or re-clarify it or add this to your frequently asked questions to clarify it. But this part doesn't really make much sense. Okay. Language, you do American and American Southern. Purpose, video narration, e-learning, YouTube. Good. Oh, your tones. Okay. Tones is a good one. See, okay. Well, actually, both these. Purpose and tone, these are what your demos should be. If you If you're saying you can do video narration, then give example of a video narration. Give an example of an e-learning. Give an example of a YouTube. And they should sound different, so it's very obvious the difference, especially with your tones. If you're going to do awkward, calming, conversational, funny, and sexy, then your demos should demo an awkward, a calming, a conversational, fun. I say this in all the videos, but it's true. If you say it, then show it. Don't say it and not show it. If you're going to say you can do it, then it needs to be in there for your demos. And I don't like awkward for two reasons. Awkward is kind of a negative, and because it starts with an A, it's the first tone that pops up. So when a buyer's looking at what you can do, the first thing they see is awkward. I don't know. I just don't know a whole lot of buyers that are looking for awkward, and I'm sure you might do a great awkward voice, but I just wouldn't put it. I mean, it's just as easy to have your demo show that. You can have like one of your snippets in your demo be an awkward delivery, but you don't have to like put it in a tone. I don't know. I'd put something else. Professional. I don't know, anything. I don't like awkward. Okay. About the seller. April 2023. Oh, okay. So you've been on here a while. So March, got to do the math. 9 months. So 9 months and no work. We got to figure out what the problem is, Richard, because we got to fix that. You should be booking some work here. I mean, maybe you just haven't been active or forgot about it, or maybe you've been trying. If you've been trying since April and you haven't booked yet, then we got to get together and really figure this out, because you have a good voice and this looks pretty good. I mean, it needs some fine tunes, but you can do that. That's the thing. When you're a new seller, you don't know what you need, but that's why I provide this service, so we can, fine tune it. And then after this, most talents, and this goes for Richard, this goes out to anyone. Most talents after this review, they do a little bit of work, and then you can hire me to do a 1-hour consultation, and we work together and we just fine tune it and get the ball rolling. And the success rate on that is huge. I have tremendous success rate with all my students that I work with. Okay. I'm a Richard voiceover from Delaware. It's good. It's good. I've said this in other videos before. Not a huge fan of mentioning the equipment that you use. That could be one of your FAQs that you should have. You should have 10 FAQs, and we're going to find out soon if you have them. You should have 10, and that could be one of your FAQs. Question, what equipment do you use? And then you can list all your stuff. I'm just not a big fan of putting it as the seller. And the reason is, all my expressions of I'm just not a big fan of that. The reason is it's because I've been doing this so long, and buyers have told me numerous times what works, what they look for, and what irritates them. I mean, I've literally been asked in messages what certain stuff means, and then I get rid of it because I'm like, okay, buyers don't care, or yeah. So, I mean, you could just put, I record in a professional environment, and then the details of your DAW, your microphone, your interface, all that could be one of your FAQs. Well, I didn't mention it, but your About This Gig needs to be longer. That's very short. Get into more detail about how you're going to service the buyer, how you're going to make them feel, what's your procedure for, first I get your order, then we talk, and then we go over the details, then you give me examples, and then we get on a Zoom call and whatever. I don't know, whatever your details are, whatever your steps are for receiving an order, that could go in your About This Gig to make it longer, because part of the search words, when people search, it pulls from your About This Gig. So you want to maximize the amount of words that you use. Likewise, for your About This Seller, it doesn't have to be long, but it's easy to like put about this in your about this other section. It's easy to put that that you care about your buyers and that whatever customer service is one of your top priorities and your satisfaction is at the highest, degree, whatever. Like use the about the seller section to talk about how you are as a person to help them feel good. Everything's just all about the buyer. Like you want the buyer to feel good. So in your about the gig, talk about how you're going to make them feel by when they use that gig. In your about the seller section, talk about how you as a person and your personality is going to make them feel and give them exactly what they want. All right. Your order details, I don't really go into too much details about pricing. I just like to see options, and you do have those options. So perfect. This is confusing though, because you have 1-day delivery, but then extra fast 1-day delivery. As a buyer, why am I going to pay you $10 for extra fast 1-day delivery? And you already offer it. There's ways around that. These are all good. Yep. Good. Nice. Love the live direction one. It's just a great idea. Okay. You don't have FAQs. So Fiverr gives you spots for your FAQs, your frequently asked questions. I think you can have 10 of them. Fill them out. Fiverr rewards you for filling out all the spots. So fill out all your FAQs, all your requirements, all your tags, all the spots that Fiverr gives you. Use it all up. It helps the buyer. The buyer likes that anyways. They like to see a nice full gig of options to read. And Fiverr likes when you use all the resources available and they reward you and they put you higher in the searches because of that. It's like, I'm not putting words in their mouth, but it's essentially like they're saying, oh, you value the platform that we're providing by using everything we're giving you. So you obviously must be a pretty good seller, and they bump you up in the search results. It's like you value us, we value you kind of thing. Okay. Your tags, you can have 5 tags, and you do have 5 tags, but they're short. So you can smash them together. You can tag combine. And if you're not familiar what this is, I go back in previous YouTube videos on this. I talk about it in almost every video, but essentially it's like if you take male and friendly, you can take male and friendly, which are 2 separate tags, combine them to be male friendly or friendly male. It doesn't matter the order. And now you have 1 tag and you've opened up a spot. In fact, you could probably even fit soft or young. Let's say young. So young, male, friendly right now is 3 separate tags. But if you smash them together into 1 tag, you can have young space male space friendly as 1 tag. Young male friendly or friendly young male. It doesn't matter the order. Fiverr doesn't distinguish between your order. So you can combine words to fill it up. So now if you took male, friendly, and young and combined it into 1 tag, now you're freeing up 2 extra spaces. And your tags are what pops up for keyword searches when people are trying to find you. So maximize that. Looks at your title, looks at your gig description, and looks at your tags. Okay, so take advantage of that by filling that in. And now your tags shouldn't be any words that are in your title already or in your gig description. There are extra words, Teenager might be a good one. I didn't see that in your description. Young could be good. Yeah, so these are good. Combine them and see if you can come up with some more words. So perfect. Looks good. What is your big takeaway? Your big takeaway, to be honest, that I think is going to make the biggest difference, Fiverr even says it, a video. I like that you already have a reel. I mean, I have suggestions on how you might make your reel better, but it is a reel. Now just make it a video. If you can make it into a video, that's going to be huge. Buyers really like seeing what work looks like with your voice. It just helps. It helps tremendously. And then also add in some more options. You have spots for adding more demos. Put them in there, man. Load up your gig with everything available, and Fiverr will reward you handsomely for it. So awesome. That looks good, Richard. I am super proud of you, man. This is dope, dude. I mean, I like legit started to like do your review for you, and then I stopped and went, this would be a good Fiverr review on YouTube because it's different. It has the elements that like I keep stressing as far as like that sharp gig thumbnail. It's got pieces, but it needs some fine tuning. And I think there's a lot of talents that are out there that you have the pieces, you got to just put them together and mash it up. And then all of a sudden you're going to take off. And I think that's what's going to happen with you, Richard, is you're so close. You're so close. Actually, I mean, almost everybody's close. It's just you're missing different parts. And I like seeing yours because you have a very sharp thumbnail, which it's like eye candy. You know, you got to first get the buyer's attention. This is what gets the buyer's attention. So good on you. And that does it, guys. That does it for another Fiverr gig review on YouTube. I hope you're getting a lot out of this. I love helping. I love being there for you. If you would like to also have a gig review, you can look down in the YouTube description below. I have a link, super easy to follow. You just give me some small, short details about what you're looking for, and you give me the link. And then wham, bam, things happen just like this. And yeah, happy to do it. If you could take a moment, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, all the good stuff for YouTube. It works on that algorithm so that other talents can see this as well. And we can hopefully spread the word and help as many people as possible. Yeah, I just like doing it. It's so fun. Being a voiceover talent is a tremendous amount of fun. It is just... it's just cool. It's neat to work from home and just make money, and you get to work with different people. I don't know. It's just awesome. I love it. I can go on and on about it. Anyways, hope you got a lot out of it, and I will see you guys next time. See ya!